That was a pretty good haul. What is this, show number 212? Wow.
Yeah,
Show 212. This is the Beer and Photography Sharing Show. Welcome, everybody. Got Joe D from cold and rainy Phoenix, I'm sure, right now.
Oh, yeah. It's cold and rainy. That's for
90
sure.
degrees? Yeah. Are you guys around 90?
Yeah, we're a low 92 today. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Today was our first really cold day here. We had, it was windy and the high was like 45. So that's like the real first cold day of fall for us, which means everybody was out with their parkas on and everything.
Yeah.
We're still running around in sweatshirts. We always do that. We never wear anything more than like a light jacket and sweatshirts in winter here because it just doesn't, doesn't get that.
I have to admit though that it is cooling off here because the mornings are now we're in the summer Phoenix doesn't cool off but maybe 10-15 degrees at night. But this time of year now, right now it's 92, but the low is 60. So
yeah.
I was told by my neighbor this late morning that you can no longer swim in your pool without a heater because he says the water's actually cold. So
yeah. Wow. No,
oh, you poor baby. Yeah, I'm telling him, I don't know what's going on then because the other neighbors were swimming in theirs last night and they had the music blaring and everything else. So
obviously you're getting the cold weather because you bought a lot of stouts. I see German chocolate cake, American stout with peanut butter, Belching Beaver.
Oh yeah. Oh, that is just
a chocolate quad. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, that chocolate quad was marked down too.
Oh wow. And what's the Stone?
That's the Belgian, right?
This Panis one is Stone Bomber, big bottle, wine bottle size, and that red Danish label or something, Danish menu or something like that. That Stone you had. That looks interesting.
Let me go to my Facebook and see what you're looking at.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Let's see. We are Jody's reviews. There we go.
Yeah.
So I can see what you're looking at there, because it was
the one where you got the German chocolate cake one, the Belching Beaver, the Barista, and then there's a Stone. Looks like Danish menu. I can't. It's got some weird.
Oh yeah, that beer is rated really high. It's Punish something. Punish.
Oh, Punish. Okay.
Punish Mental or something like that. That beer. It's like what 12% ABV or something like that.
Ooh,
12 or 13%. It was $1.
Oh my gosh!
That Belgian chocolate quad there is from Castel.
Wow!
And that one was like I don't know $5 or something.
Okay.
That Exit number 2, that other double IPA over there was $1.
Yep. Okay, so I'm not going to ask you the question if you bought any photography equipment this week, because obviously you didn't, because you bought beer.
I bought
beer. This is photography equipment. I mean, really. I mean, you have some beer, and then you go out and make photos.
The money I would have paid the model I paid in beer. So I didn't shoot yesterday.
Okay.
And so I bought beer, which I thought was an actual better deal, really. I don't know. Depends on how you think about it, but
yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, you got some good beer. I picked up a few. There were so many. I almost bought a bunch more. I was in Total Wine too yesterday, and I just bought a couple things, and I almost bought that 6-pack of that Cocovesa. There was a couple other ones. I'm like, I'm going to come back next week. Once the new month starts and my balance for the beer budget rolls over.
Right. No, I feel you.
Because I did kind of blow the beer budget in October with Great American Beer Fest and all that stuff. So
right. Yeah. No, trust me.
There's so much good beers coming out. This is really my favorite time.
And then
fall and winter. Because you get all the stouts.
Oh yeah. Well, that it's just my favorite. I'm a dark beer heavy guy anyway, and so this time of year it's my favorite season for the beers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really enjoy fall and winter.
And I drink
imperial stouts year round. I mean, I love them.
Yeah, it's just my favorite. And there was another thing I didn't realize about that Total Wine that I go to.
Mhm.
As much as I've gone to him, the manager was walking me around, as I told you, and he was like showing me the other places where they kind of hide beer. You know, they don't
Oh,
really.
okay. So they mix it in with like the wine and stuff,
Yeah.
like little end caps and things. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a section where they kind of mix it in at the end of the wine,
Yeah.
little center aisle deal over there by
Mhm.
the wine where I never go. And
Yep.
then so while I'm over there looking for all these other beers that they were kind of hiding out, then I
Mhm.
ran into all these whiskeys. And then the other guy starts trying to talk me into buying some of these whiskeys and some of the rums. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. See, our
'Cause
Total Wine doesn't do the one that is closest to us doesn't do spirits. They just do beer and wine.
oh,
Now there's
okay.
one that's a little farther away that does it, but I haven't been to that one because it's just it's out
It's
of our
too
regular
far.
circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's out of our regular circle. I should probably go up there. I go up there every once in a while for business, but I just haven't stopped by. I should check it out. But yeah, they do stash little pallets of beer in amongst the wine.
Yeah, and I have to say, this is my first time having any food item from Amazon. I know they make their own foods and their own snacks, but I have not bought any, and this is the first one.
Oh, they're popcorn? Is it their
Yeah,
is it like kettle corn or something?
it's actual real popcorn.
Huh. Sweet and cheesy. I'm gonna have to
it-
check it out. Yeah, I haven't ordered any food from Amazon yet. Yeah.
I have this was my and I thought, okay, this was kind of highly rated, and they
Mhm.
compared it to the Kirkland brand. And I'm not a
Okay.
big my mom's the popcorn person. My mom loves
Yeah. Okay. All right.
baked pop. But I tell you what, man, it is a perfect mixture of caramel sweet popcorn
Mhm.
and the cheesy kind of,
Mm.
a little more bold kind of.
Mhm. Okay.
It is that perfect. I don't know, and you know what I'm saying. And then you can grab
Mhm.
like a couple of pieces of caramel and maybe
Mhm.
kind of mix it up too. Each bite.
Yeah.
So it perfect beer food. I've been crushing them with this pale ale, this Rogue pale
Mhm.
ale that I got. Absolutely. I was waiting to see if Rui jumped in to see if he's had. This is my first Spanish beer, so I was
Oh,
kind of.
Estrella, huh? Yeah. Did it come with a free thing of snails?
No.
No snails?
Yeah, no snails.
Free side of snails with every six pack.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis.
How you doing, guys? All right?
Excellent. Yeah, doing good. Doing good. This is the beer portion of the photo share and discussion.
Yeah.
We're discussing Joe's photos of beer he took when he bought a bunch of beer yesterday. So
Yeah. You'll be happy
We
to
were,
know, Dennis, the race is going really well in Martinsville.
oh, that's right. He tuned in for the NASCAR update. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's like, oh, all right, my life is complete. I got the NASCAR update.
And the Cowboys Redskins game is actually a pretty good game too. So
Okay, all right. Yeah,
and-
I haven't. I've been so busy. I like I said, I almost forgot it was 6 o'clock. Well, I did. I came up here like 6:01. Like,
it's always funny to see when you post the link because you're like, this evening's leaking. It's still 3 here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
It's always like.
no, I think this is probably the latest I posted the thing about the show, which I did it like this morning. So that's usually But I just been busy, and then we got spun around yesterday, and I got doing 20 different things at once. And I'm like, oh, Sunday's coming up.
It does, man. It sneaks up on you.
Yeah, it goes by fast. Time goes by fast, and I'm glad we're doing it because it looks like Dennis, particularly, you got through some film. Is this all film stuff you posted here, Dennis?
No, this is digital.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I haven't got the E6 yet. I haven't got the chemicals.
Okay. All right. You got the special filters, the special mythical filters on here too. Okay.
It's early for me tonight, Mark, because our clock shifted last night. So.
Oh, okay. Well, ours does it next weekend. Is that right? Yeah, next Saturday, right, Joe? It's the first Saturday in November.
I don't
Next
even
Saturday.
know.
So it's now what?
So it's next Saturday that the
Is it
time?
11 o'clock there now, Dennis, or 10 o'clock?
It's 10:15 now, yeah.
10 o'clock. Okay. So it'll be, yeah. All right. And we'll drop back to to the same difference. So yeah, it'll be 11 next week once we fall back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that I have to
So you
move
got 1 week of being an hour earlier for you.
Yeah. Well, I think in
before we drop back.
the springtime, it's 2 weeks difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there is. Yep. You guys you start a couple weeks before we do. So, okay. Well, maybe that was it. Maybe that's what threw me off. I was just feeling the shift that you guys made last night.
Yeah, you're on UK time, Mark.
Yeah. Well, it is Greenwich Mean Time. You know, I mean,
it's true.
I mean, that's the only true time. If it's right, everything else.
Now you got me on that one. Does Greenwich Mean Time do the whole time shift thing?
That's the world. Yeah.
Yeah, but they do. Do they shift for Greenwich too? They do, don't they?
Does it fall back and?
Everyone's on GMT. It's just you've got your different time zones, isn't it?
Okay, but yeah, I mean, so you do actually spring forward and fall back. You do daylight saving too, then obviously.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, the actual proper GMT, does it fall back and move forward?
No.
It just stays the same, right?
Yeah, GMT remains the same. It's go on summertime. They just add an hour to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Greenwich's GMT is the zero. They're the center point.
Yeah, the Meridian line is just down the road from here.
Okay. Now you need to take a picture of that. Don't they have like a line or something on the road?
I think there's a brass strip going across the road where it's.
There you go.
That's so cool. That is cool.
Yeah, it's like when my parents went to where was the first time they went below the? It was some trip that they crossed the equator. I think they're in South America. So they stopped. They were in a tour bus, and the tour bus stops. Right, it stopped right in the middle. So everybody got out, and here I am in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere.
That's cool.
They're kind of like the four corners. People do like Twister in the four corners.
Because when Concorde was running, you could actually get back to England from America before you left.
Yep. It took less than the time shift. Yeah. 3 to 4 hours instead of 7 or 8 or whatever. Yeah. Well, good. Well, glad you can make it even with the time shift, Dennis. So.
Yeah, it's quite good, Mark, because you can have 2 Christmases, can't you? If you.
That's true. You could, yeah. You just gotta bring the Concorde out of retirement.
Yeah, or when this Richard Branson gets his scramjet going, it's only 2-3 hours.
For the whole world in what, like an hour and a half or something? Isn't that?
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it'll still be 4 hours. Book your luggage.
Between him and Elon Musk, yeah, they'll get us above ground and below ground with the tube.
Yeah,
they're gonna do the high speed. I don't know about that. You've heard about that, Joe? The Hyperloop thing that Elon Musk is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what is it? And Paul, my brother, goes, well, it's basically those tubes at the drive-in windows at the bank. He says it's just like you're gonna jump in one of those things.
It is kind of to super simplify it. That's what I keep hearing. That's the analogy.
It's like a giant vacuum tube, basically.
Yeah, that's the analogy that everybody keeps using, and I'm like, so what is this, like Tron or something? What the hell is this?
Pretty much, yeah, it is like Tron. Yeah.
Like it's just all the sci-fi movies you've ever seen are like starting to come
true. They're starting to come true. Yep, they are. So, all right. So we know Joe spent his photography money on beer this week. How about you, Dennis? Any photography equipment this week? Anything?
I did get another printer.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. It's my friend bought it, and it was too big, so he got the next model down. So I had this off of him, and it prints photographs pretty good, really.
What is it? What make is it? And what model and what size is it then? It's
an Epson.
Okay.
It print up to A4 size. It's not a dedicated.
Okay. All right.
Printer, but yeah, with some of the photographs, I don't know if I printed one off this afternoon. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up.
Oh, okay. All right. How many ink cartridges does it have? 7?
That doesn't have any.
What?
It's got this bottles that you buy the bottles of color.
Oh.
You fill the reservoirs.
Okay. So how many reservoirs that? does it
It's
have? Then?
got 3 colors and a black and white and a black.
Okay,
Well, that's
all right, so
interesting.
black.
So what? So what do you do for the heads? Like, it's got to have a head.
Yeah, that's all built in the machine. It's cheap, Joe. It costs £7 per color.
Wow. Well, that is cheap.
Yeah, and it comes with enough ink to
Oh.
2 years. Yeah.
Okay, that's the one where you basically you're buying, the printer costs like $400, but you've got 2 years worth of ink in it.
Yeah, this weren't too bad. I paid 150 for it.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's like the two different models. One is you get the printer for like $20, and then you pay $40 for each cartridge you put in, or you pay a couple $100 for the printer, and you get, like you said, a year or two of, they preload it with a bunch of stuff, and then you buy the bottles for cheap.
Yeah, in the paperwork it says it will print about 7,000 sheets of A4 on one fill. Yeah.
Okay, so that's without having to clean the heads. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
There's nothing to do. It does its own head cleaning in the
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
I've been-
knocking out photographs is going to be really cheap.
Yeah.
Man, you're not kidding. What model is this? I gotta check this out.
This is an ET 4500.
Okay.
And it's
45. So the ET 4500 Epson. Okay.
That's it. ET 4500, and it's
I've been going back and forth on whether I want to get. I mean, because right now my printer it's one of those. It's a Canon like multifunction. You know, it scans and copies, and I use it. You know, even though it's got color ink cartridges, I almost never use color. I just black and just black ink because it's all for business stuff. So I've been debating whether I want to get one of those ones like you got, Dennis, or do I just want to get like a laser multifunction just for pure black and white stuff, really, really cheap and fast.
I bought this for economics because when I printed color photographs off on my last one, it used to empty the ink cartridge after about 10 sheets of 10 by 8.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's the 4500, the ET 4500.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that looks like so it's not really a photo printer per se.
No, it's a color inkjet basically, right?
It's a color inkjet, but the quality that comes out is acceptable. It's as good as what you're going to get out of the shop.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
And what's it selling for now, Joe? About $200?
I'm looking on Amazon here. It looks like $355.
Okay, but it's coming preloaded with enough stuff for, like you said, Dennis, thousands of sheets of paper.
I think the color it can do 6,000 colors sheets, and 7,000 or 8,000 black and white, and it comes with enough ink to last 2 years.
Okay. And then you just buy the bottles and refill the tanks, basically.
Yeah, that's the good thing, Mark, because when you buy the bottles, when one color runs out, you just buy the one bottle. Yeah.
Did you not
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the
And the bottles are
$6.99 to kind of do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So $6.99. You say, Joe?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Buy 4 bottles, and if it lasts you a year.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I've been knocking out photographs here in A4, and the ink cartridge, the ink levels have hardly moved on the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it's not going to be and it's going to be, like you said, Dennis, more than perfectly acceptable for printing off photos for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to do like an exhibition or something, then you probably want to take it to and use one of the printers like I have at my studio, where it's 9 colors and it's the full.
Yeah. You're going to have the full negative subtractive color bottles.
Yeah.
How much it costs to renew them, Mark? It's, when you've got to buy 9 bottles of ink, it's.
Yeah. Well, since it's shared among everybody, it's you just, when you get done, you just pull up and it tells you how much ink you've used, and you write that down.
Yeah.
And then you get billed for it, basically. So I used 5 milliliters of ink and whatever. So yeah, but it is reasonably affordable, but it's still kind of expensive.
Yeah, but you're looking at a dedicated photograph printer is going to cost a lot of money to start with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that big one that we have in the studio it'll print up to 48 inches wide. I mean, it's a $8,000 printer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, on photo paper, if you buy the proper photo paper from eBay or wherever you get it from, you can get a proper paper, and the photograph is really acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it to do it in the best quality or a medium quality, but
yeah.
Best quality is really good.
Yep. No, that's worthwhile to do. And I've been, like I said, I've been going back and forth whether I want to kind of change out. I have it's a color in it, but it's color photos I've done a couple, and it's just it's not worth it for color. And I just use it purely black and white just for business stuff, which is all I need. I just need black and white for scans and that type of stuff. So.
Yeah, I still think it's cheaper for me to go in the dark room and use the RA4 paper, because
probably especially if you want to do a little bit larger print. Yeah,
buying proper photographic paper for the inkjet printer is still quite expensive. It's the paper what costs the money.
Yeah.
£20 buys you 100 10x8s in RA4.
Mm-hmm. And how much for a good photo paper off of eBay? I haven't done that before, so
yeah, I think I bought 100 sheets of 8x6, and it was about £9.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but if you take the ink into consideration, it's not far off of 10x8s proper photographic paper, RA4 paper.
Yeah, pretty close. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's always been the thing, is the printing is what's so expensive.
Yeah, it's literally why I've never. I mean, now I still need a larger printer than that, but
if you're going to go bigger than A4, Joe, you're going to have to go for a laser printer and a proper printer.
I like this though, because there's if you get the non-Epson brand, they have the 500 milliliter bottles. You can get all four for $59, $59.99.
Yeah,
that's damn good.
Yeah. It's like 4 bottles of basically 17 ounces each bottle. I mean, so that's a good size bottle.
Yeah, it's a good size bottle. 4 of them for $60.
Well, what used to annoy me with the Canon was when one color ran out, the thing stopped working.
Yeah.
You couldn't even ask for a black and white sheet of paper.
Yeah. Mine's kind of that. It warns you and says your color is out, and then you have to hit OK and confirm that you're fine printing black and white, and it'll do it, but it's kind of frustrating.
My one wouldn't even print in black and white.
Oh,
it just stopped functioning, and then you got to throw away a cartridge which has got the other 2 colors, which are fine. Just one color gone.
Yeah. No, that's how they made all their money. With inkjet ink costing what do they say, like $5,000 a gallon or whatever. I mean, it's so expensive.
It's nearly as dear as petrol.
Yeah.
Real quick, Mark, this actually shocked me. It shocked me, because they're racing in Martinsville, and it's the first time they've raced under the lights at Martinsville, and it seems like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't it seem like? Yeah,
you would think. Huh? So who's is it done, or are they just starting?
No, they've still got maybe just under 40 laps left.
Okay, all right.
So they're under a caution. There was a wreck.
Okay, yeah, they're going to finish just as it gets getting dark, basically.
Yeah, just before the World Series, which is perfect.
Yep, yeah, that's right. Game 5 is tonight.
Yeah, it's been.
I know Dennis is going to stay up for that, right, Dennis? You're going to watch World Series?
Probably, because I haven't got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever the hell you want. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh man. Okay, so you got a new printer, so that does count as photographic equipment. I haven't bought anything photographically this week, and although I am planning, if the weather cooperates, I am planning on going up to one of the mountain parks here this week. I think maybe Wednesday, and hopefully getting some fall color. So I'm planning on picking up the.
You know what, Mark? You know what qualifies as photo equipment?
What's that?
I bought the iPhone X.
You have. Yes, Joe did buy photo equipment. expensive photo equipment.
Very expensive photo equipment. Yes, the new iPhone X. Yeah, I did put in my order.
Yeah, did you remortgage your house then, Joe?
I got a second on the house.
Yeah.
And we are all set. Yeah, I've got a 30-year mortgage on my next iPhone. Yeah, it's perfect.
It's a shame there'd be a new iPhone out this time next year.
Yeah, it's unbelievable to me. Now, I'm fortunate enough where I was able to save money and pay for it in cash, but it is unbelievable to me that people are basically leasing their phones nowadays. Like
that's the new.
They're just going on a payment plan and getting the new iPhone every year. So they're basically willing to pay basically $50 if you kind of, some are like $40 some and some are $50 some dollars, but you're basically willing to pay $50 a month forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the new pricing model.
Yeah. It's nearly as expensive as buying digital cameras.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. I mean, it's a digital camera with a phone attached.
Yeah, I would bet. And let me make a prediction here, because with Adobe going all cloud or trying to go, it looks like they're moving towards the cloud, where they're getting us to pay monthly now for our software, and other models starting to go there. I would bet that it's not long before Canon or Nikon or one of the camera manufacturers says, you know what, you want the latest camera, right?
Yep.
Like you pay us X amount of dollars a month, and
2 years, and it's yours.
Every 2 years you get the newest camera.
Yeah.
Now, would something like that interest you? Maybe not Dennis, but what about you, Mark? Would that interest you?
Probably not, but it would interest a lot of people. It would.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
there's a lot of people that are.
I bought most of my. Well, the large format was bought new, but it doesn't change. But my digital cameras that are now 3 years old, I bought used anyway. So
yeah, I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, I buy mine used, but still, even used, you're over $1,000 at least for anything decent. And that's you're buying it used because it was originally $2,000 new.
You have to let the first person take the hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So okay, maybe if they made the pricing model $45 a month.
Oh yeah.
Would that tempt you?
I don't know. Probably not. Because I would just find whatever I wanted and buy it a couple years old used and do it.
No, because what Apple's doing is I think it's $56 a month. You get the newest iPhone every year plus Apple Care.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. And they're going to get millions of people that are doing it. Everything is based on monthly payment. I mean, at the end of the day, people like, what can I afford on a monthly basis?
Now, as far as I know, maybe Dennis has heard about this too, but as far as I know, the first auto company to do this is Porsche. I think Porsche, for $2,000 a month, you can literally go into a Porsche dealer, sign up for this deal. However, they've got all their terms worked out, but basically, once you're in the plan, like let's say this week, hey, you know what? I need their 4-door sedan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna 4-door it. Okay, maybe next month, you know what? I kind of could use an SUV. So and then you go in there and you get the SUV.
Yeah, that's where it's headed. I mean, it really is. It allows people to switch out for something new. I mean, you pay a price as the consumer. You pay a price for that, but for that flexibility. But then again, you're not tied into having to deal with resale or all that stuff that goes with it. Yeah. It's just like renting. You just whenever you're just renting, it's like a long-term rental from the manufacturer.
Exactly.
Well, the same thing that the rental car companies do. I mean, they essentially buy it from the manufacturer and then lease it out to rent it out to everybody, and then sell it for 60% of what they paid for it, and make a bunch, make 15% on a deal at the end of the day.
Yeah, Mark, remember I told you a little while ago, if I drive my car into London, I have to pay £12 a day to enter the city. Yeah, they've just bought a new bit in now, that if your car's over a certain age, there's a £12 excess charge on top.
So if you drive an old car into London, you're going to pay more.
If you bring in an old car with old diesel, it's now £24.
Oh, man.
That's like £500 a month to go to work, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. Under the guise that the older cars are going to pollute more, so they don't want. Yeah.
Not that you can get anywhere.
Treasure Island.
Yeah, London's just one big car park.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It is. But well, yeah, I could see. $56 a month for the new iPhone. Yeah, I could see 4 digital cameras. I'm going that way. At least maybe not the super entry level, and maybe not the pro, but that midline, that prosumer level. The stuff that cameras are $2,000 to $3,000, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to make it super enticing. So for a particular price, I would imagine the sweet spot's going to be $45 to $55 a month, somewhere in there, maybe even as high as $60.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to get like some kind of special warranty deal. Like basically, we take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you get the shipping and all that back and forth and all that. Like I would imagine they're going to sweeten the pot. And I'll tell you what, some idiot like me would actually think about it. I'll tell you right now, I'd be like, wow.
They're already doing it, Mark. So over here, like if you buy one of these new hybrid cars, you don't own it. You can only get it on a lease.
That's true. Yeah, they do that here too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, your hydrogen cars as well.
Yeah, they do that here. Like, as a matter of fact, Dennis, you're absolutely correct. You just reminded me about that. There's particular cars that aren't available to the whole market. They're only available like in California, because they're the only ones that have like the infrastructure for a particular, like you said, a hydrogen car or something.
Mm-hmm.
I know Honda has had either one
Honda
or two cars.
Toyota does.
Yeah, Toyota, and you can only buy it. You can't buy them. You can only lease them.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Now is all electric, and I think you can only lease that. You can't buy it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I completely forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that includes all your batteries, replacing the batteries when they need doing.
Didn't Nissan have one too, Mark? Is it Honda, Nissan? I would imagine Toyota was in there somewhere.
Or not. Yeah, hydrogen it actually makes a lot of sense, but there's no infrastructure for refilling, for it, except in certain places, like in California, there's a few places. We've got like two stations in Atlanta, and it's more, kind of in the middle of the city area. But the cars are so expensive. They're $80,000 for essentially a Civic with hydrogen. It's normally if you bought a Civic, it would be $20,000, but if you put the hydrogen fuel cell in it, it goes up to $75,000.
As a matter of fact, they just came out with their new SI, that little Civic hot rod they have. $24,000, man. That's a bargain for that car. Really a nice
slap the
car.
hydrogen engine on that, it's $124,000.
Exactly.
I want hydrogen-powered cameras is what I want.
Oh, man, Logano's in serious trouble. He's smoking all over the place. 12 laps to go.
He's done.
Oh, yeah, he's totally done. His fender looks like his fender's cutting into his tire.
Joe, when you upgraded your camera,
it
was quite expensive camera, yeah?
Yeah.
Aren't you disappointed that you had to buy a phone because your camera doesn't make phone calls?
I know, right? Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, when I am looking. Yeah, you know what? You put it in perspective for me, because that phone almost cost as much as it. Well, did it? I think it. Yeah, it was just shy of this camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that camera can't make phone calls.
I mean, where I don't see the dial pad or anything.
Yeah.
You know, but there's an earphone jack.
Yeah, there is.
This one has an earphone jack.
It has wireless, right? Does it have wireless?
Bluetooth, I think.
Does it have Bluetooth? Well, you could pair it with your phone, and then you can listen to your phone on your camera.
Yeah. Yeah, it's God, I hadn't thought about that. That is funny. Yeah,
that's actually true. Yeah,
I paid almost paid more for the phone now than I did for that. As a matter of fact, had I got the higher end iPhone X, I would have paid probably more than I did for the camera. Yeah, and that's something.
Yeah,
that's sad. That is sad.
Joe, if your new camera could make phone calls, you could actually send your images to computer anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere, right? Yeah, I could send them right to Flickr, right to Mark's photography spot group on Flickr.
That's right. Yeah, instantaneous sharing. Maybe that's the next thing. Maybe Canon and Nikon are going to put phones, basic, phones in their camera, so you can send your pictures via, as long as you got a cell service, you can send your images.
There has been people that have been calling for them to make an SLR where it's just a body, and you basically could just click your phone into it because your phone already has all the stuff in it.
Yeah.
And better interface, better everything. So why not just make a body that you could just click your phone into, and boom, there you go. It's got a bigger screen, better screen. Like brighter screen, now some of these cameras though have very impressive processors though. I mean, that's a thing that separates the DSLR and most professional digital cameras from phones, is just the quality of the photo. You've got a dedicated image processing unit in there, so that's by the way, Mark, here's the size. I didn't realize, I made a video earlier, but I didn't realize this is the size difference. This is the new case for the iPhone 10.
Okay.
And this is my 6 Plus. This is my current iPhone 6 Plus, and look at the size difference.
Wow. So the X is less than
it's physically smaller. I didn't realize that.
Okay. It looks like maybe a quarter inch, half an inch less on height. Width is about the same, right? Looks almost.
It's slightly smaller.
Yeah, a little bit less.
Still, I just didn't realize that. This phone has the screen size is 5.5 inches, and it's 5.8 inches on the X. On the
edge to edge, there's no bezel or anything on it,
right? Yeah. So I didn't realize that. So it actually should be, just holding the case is much, much easier to hold.
Yep, smaller, but you still get a bigger actual usable screen.
Yeah.
Because of the design. Yeah.
So it looks like it might be just a little taller laying down. I mean, God, millimeters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that they can reduce the total size of the phone, but still increase the screen real estate by taking the screen edge to edge without having to have that quarter inch or whatever that goes all the way around.
Right.
Essentially. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward. You should get it Friday, right? It's still slated for November 3rd.
Hopefully, we're still on for November 3rd. So hopefully it comes during the show. And I'll unbox it during the show. If I get it during the show, I'll unbox it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Now, let's jump into the photos, because the image Joe shared, I'm sure his new iPhone X could duplicate the same quality.
It might come close. Yeah, you never know.
Like this one here. What do you think, Dennis? You think the iPhone X could do the same thing here?
Well,
with probably.
It's got that new portrait feature in it.
It does have a portrait mode. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think the iPhones are ever going to compete with a proper camera, because it's just your sensor size, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, your sensor size is
huge difference. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, for snapshots, it doesn't really matter, but if you're doing real photography, that's where a true digital camera comes into play.
Yeah.
But,
And of course,
so is this,
when you use your large format, Mark, that's in a world of its own.
yes, it is. Yep. Hopefully I get to use it this week. I'm going to hopefully get up and go up to one of the mountain parks and get some fall color. That's my plan, at least. So, so is this recent shoot, Joe? Or
No,
okay.
Just some of the photos that I still haven't edited.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Like I said, I've got so much stuff that I haven't even edited yet. So I just, I've been kind of doing other things with money that I would pay models, like going on trips and stuff. I mean, it's that, I started snapping that, hey, man, I'm paying these models a lot of money. Now it's a balancing act, right? Because you're like, okay, do I want, what kind of photos? So now that I've got a decent portfolio of model work, I'm a little more picky on who I'm shooting.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay. Yeah. As you should be. Yeah.
So it's, now I'm just putting that money away. Hell, I'm planning on going to Europe, for Christ's sake. I don't, just holding back the money that I pay these girls, man. And I mean, literally, I had 2 of them contact me today. Literally, like they contact you a lot. So.
Oh yeah, no, because it's how they make money.
There's a balancing act between, okay, do they really want to work with me, or are they just hustling me for money? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you really have to, So I just been getting really picky, and then especially with the whole Patreon thing, it's just making me rethink things. So.
Yeah. No, this is a nice image though. Very nice.
Thank you.
Lighting's great. Nice light to dark. The shadows, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I love shooting low key. I really like it. It's fun for me shooting low key with just one light. And that's a 40-some inch. No, it's a 50-inch octobox. It's a huge. It's one of my bigger octoboxes. So it's a pretty big softbox.
Yeah.
With the grid, and that's how you get that nice isolated light on her like that.
Yeah. No, that's very, very, very nice. Good stuff. Yeah, a nice range from really bright to jet dark. Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you. And I just use, by the way, anybody can do that photo. I like I said, just one strobe with a nice big soft box. I did have the big grid on there, but all those things are very affordable. You know what I'm saying? You could even like put together some light from your local hardware store and just long exposure it if you wanted to and get the same sort of effect. And I literally used king size bed sheets that I bought from Walmart.
Okay.
That's the background. Literally 2 king size bed sheets, one on the floor and then one hanging. And I kind of met them like that. And that's literally it.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot, really, if you're creative with how you.
How do you deal with the highlights on that one, Joe?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, highlights, as you know, Dennis, highlights go all the way to the left.
Yeah, the highlights seem to go from 0 to maximum and nothing.
When for me, highlights will of course in Lightroom they don't have to go as far as when I do it on my phone, but yeah, the highlights will always go to the left for me. They just I take that bar and immediately whoop. Not all the way, but
way down. Yeah,
that's the downfall of digital cameras still compared with film.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. But we got the tools to be able to deal with it in most cases. Yeah.
Yeah, you can correct it afterwards.
Yep. Oh, that's very nice.
Big wreck! Oh my God! There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in this one.
Ooh.
In overtime at that. Oh my God! Huge wreck. Jimmy Johnson. Oh my God! So many cars. Right at the end.
Would you say it was a waterfall effect? that caused the wreck? Like this
Dude.
picture from Sydney? Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
It was a cascade. It was a cascading wreck.
It was a cascading wreck. Yes. Oh my God.
Mark, he got so excited then, I thought his phone had arrived.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's a good one.
Ah!
Ah! No, you'd hear me scream. I swear to God, I'd be
Yeah.
ah! You know. Yeah.
So this one, Thundering Brook Falls and Killington, Vermont. Sweet. Yeah, he did make it up to Vermont. He was talking about that. So
Oh, was he?
yeah. That's
Great
nice.
photo.
Yeah.
Now, Simi would be disappointed in me because I only put my photo in 23 groups, and that
Yeah.
was long enough.
125. Yeah, that's neat. That is very, very nice. I like that. That's a neat positioning of the fall going through the frame. So
It's a great photo. It is.
Mark, I meant to tell you. Do you remember the church picture I put on last week?
Yep.
Yeah, it got into Flickr chose it for their
Oh wow.
page. Yeah,
That's cool.
because when we switched off, it had 3 faves on it. You know.
Yeah. Now it's got 110,500 views. Dennis, how'd that happen?
Holy crap!
Yeah. I was wondering what was going on, and they put it. It was on the Explore page.
Oh, cool.
Because people were saying on the thing there, like, congratulations on Explore. And I looked at what Explore was. And apparently, you've only got one chance in 17,000 of your picture getting chosen.
Huh.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's a nice image. It's great.
Yeah, and I thought it's the most faved image I've ever got. It's not up to any numbers, but it was quite good.
Yeah. No, that just shows we're getting on the front page of Flickr will do. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Wow.
Yeah, that's neat. That's nice. And you just wonder how they pick. What's the criteria for picking?
Yeah, I read some of the criteria, and it was don't put it in too many groups, and don't put it in groups where you have to fave other photographs.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of criteria that if you want to get it, if you want to get a chance of getting it chosen, they were recommending what you should do. You know,
just to put it in a few groups and quality groups, basically. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to think about that. I mean, it'd be interesting just to get an image. I've never had an image hit the Explorer.
Yeah, well, this is my second one, Mark, because remember the
that's right, the first one of the monument, right? That you did with the
yeah, that was in Explorer as well. That explains why it had loads of faves and thousands of views. I think that had 5,000 views.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good information about how to hopefully position your image to get on Explorer.
Yeah.
So, no, that's cool. That's very neat. So here we go. So we got down at the boatyard.
Yeah, that was down the boatyard, and this one I was using the Leica 90mm, the short telephoto.
Okay. Yep.
On the Sony A7.
Okay. That's nice. That was a nice. Looks like it was a nice day. Nice clouds. A little bit of sun.
And as you can see, Mark, this one didn't make it to Explore.
Yeah.
The contrast, huh?
There you go. 2 and 6. I got you on.
Yeah, here we go. There's another one, man. Boom.
Yeah. So is this at low, or are these on the water at all, or is it just all on dry land?
Tide's out. They're all grounded. Yeah.
Okay, so it's low tide then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there's the water right there. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hear what they're talking. Huh. They almost got in a fight, man. They almost got in a fight. The drivers, Denny Hamlin and.
Ooh, I like this one. This is nice, Dennis.
This is the same photograph, but I'm using the Voigtlander 50mm on this.
So you were standing at the same spot?
Same spot, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting because this gives a lot more. The other one's nice, but I like this one with the just with the fence and.
I think the Leica lens colors on the sky are much deeper than the Voigtlander.
Oh, okay. So that's the Voigtlander, and you didn't change anything really in post or anything on these?
No, it was. Yeah, they reckon the colors on the Leica lenses are exceptional.
Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that. The blue is a lot deeper. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, whereas the sky here, there's a little bit of blue up here, but most of it almost is kind of white. Yeah.
But it's probably got more light coming in because it's a much wider lens. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's a function of the the lens itself and coatings and everything.
I was quite pleased how sharp this is on a manual focus lens on a digital.
Yeah, no, it is. I like the detail on the rocks here, the moss that's on the rocks. And this was 400th of a second. Okay. Yeah.
It was a nice sunny day, but it was quite cold.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a very pleasant day. Good day to get out and photograph. Oh, this is nice. I like this. And this is the Voigtlander. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the sky. So do we have a fight going on, Joe?
Oh, they're pissed. No, they didn't come to blows, man. It's Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin, and Denny Hamlin got into him, and practically the last lap of the race in overtime, and pushed him into the wall, and they're seriously still pissed. They're trying to be as gentlemen as they can, man, but that's one of the great things about NASCAR is they're just in your face immediately as far as the press.
Yeah.
Holding that microphone, and they get these reactions from drivers right away. Drivers don't hold back, man. They just kind of.
No, they're pretty. They tend to be. A lot of them are pretty emotional. Ooh, this is nice, Dennis. You got some interesting detail on the trailer here.
Yeah, the Sony camera. I got to give it to the Sony full frame. It certainly can produce some sharp photographs.
Yeah, no, it's a good camera. I considered it. There weren't enough lenses that fit my budget that made it.
Yeah. See, I haven't got any actual Sony lenses.
You got the. Yep.
All the rangefinder lenses I've got, I can use on the digital or the M-Fit cameras I've got. So
yeah,
it makes sense really because it's the lenses that cost the money.
I like this one. This is really nice.
Yeah,
nice shadow in here and a nice mix of colors.
Yeah, the colors really stood out. And this is the Voigtlander again.
There's the harbor master sitting up on his office is carved out of a container.
Yeah.
high living there. That's a luxury.
On pallets too, right?
Yeah, he's on pallets in a shipping container.
Yeah,
that's the harbor master.
Yeah.
But look at that, low tide, and the water comes up here high tide pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is neat. The boat's sitting on basically 5-gallon pails.
Yeah. It was they're beer barrels. Yeah. Joe should be interested in them. They're all beer kegs.
Oh, those are kegs.
That is, yeah.
They are, yeah. There you go. They are kegs. I didn't notice that, but
it is funny how many times they use beer kegs for something like that. Like stages, they'll put like just beer kegs down there, put plywood on top of them, and they do the whole concert on top of beer kegs. It's hilarious.
Well, I was impressed by the paint job on that boat.
Wow, what a finish to a race.
Yeah. No, that's neat. That's a nice image. I like that one, Dennis. That's a neat one. And this was, there we go. There's the Leica.
This was the Leica. I put this one on, Mark, because if you look in the background in the distance, that's the castle. The pictures of the castle that I put on.
Oh, there it is right here. Hadley Castle?
Yeah, the castle is over on the downs. There's a sea in between.
Okay.
Yeah. But
this is it right here. Yeah, this is the ruins of it right here.
Yeah, that's on Hadley Downs. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Hmm.
Well, that's neat. Very
So
nice.
you got to view the other way this time, because normally the view's coming downwards onto the island, whereas it's going up.
Yep. From the island back towards, yeah. That's nice. There we go. B.
Yeah, this is a sculpture or someone's put on a car park at the seafront. You know,
Okay.
I think I put one a few years ago, but this I did with the Leica. So
okay.
yeah.
That's nice. It's a nice sharp image.
Yeah, I was just playing to see how the different lenses rendered these things.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a nice one. Oh, here's Jose again. Treasure Island Park. This is the West Coast Semi right here, Joe. West Coast Semi.
Yeah, he does a good job. I and I got to give it to him doing all that.
All right,
travel.
Jose. The picture's great, but come on, you got to get more groups. You got to up your game on the group submission.
Yeah, 46 groups. Come on, dude. What's up with that?
You got to add put a 1 in front of that.
Completely slacking. Slacking.
Well, that's a great image, though. I really like that.
So
he's got the Sony 2 with the Sony 16-35.
Yeah, that's the proper Sony lens, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the
lens. Yeah.
Right lens. That's a nice one. West Coast Beach got the. Although if you took the palm trees out, this could be a.
Well, even with the palm trees,
let you know that's not on the East Coast, or at least not Northeast.
Yeah, no, it still could be Florida. I mean, it could be Texas.
Yeah.
There's palm trees in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
nice colors too.
I think they might even. Do they have palm trees in South Alabama?
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, South. Yeah, anything South Georgia, anything along the coast. I mean, North Carolina, South Carolina. But yeah, no, this is a very nice shot. That's
Dude,
this
is an ugly game. This game right here is ugly it's weather-wise. Redskins, Cowboys, it is just nasty. It's rainy. It's
crap. Yeah, they're up in Washington, right? Yeah. It's rainy. We got rain yesterday, and it's just cold and windy. But they're getting what we got yesterday, I think. Ooh, this is interesting.
Yeah, Simi done this one.
Yeah, who goes there? That's a nice. If was that light really there, or did he put it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little put there.
Yeah. Go to the light. Go to the light.
It's
the way past insanity. Ooh, I like the tone he did on this. Look at this. That's properly Halloweeny.
Yeah, he's definitely playing around with stuff, which is fun.
Yeah.
That makes it fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps it interesting. He's got a large audience by this point, so.
That's a very scary looking tree. This would be
Wait a minute, Mark. You blew the lead. One group.
Oh yeah. Yep. This is an exclusive submission to the premier photo group in all of Flickr.
And the last one was one group as well.
Yeah.
These are exclusives to Mark.
This would be interesting in black and white. I could see this. You could really make it dark and foreboding in black and white, I would think too.
Yeah.
With the, this boardwalk going through here. Yeah, that would be interesting. But this is a neat color treatment here. It's like a red, almost like a rust color.
Yeah, more rust, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Which is funny because I've been looking at burnt orange luggage, so it kind of reminds me of
orange. Primal Woods, another. Ooh, this has a
Look at those eyes. See, do you see the eyes looking at
Right
you?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this and this?
Well,
Yeah.
right on the other side of the tree. You got that one and then the other one right there.
Oh, right here. Yeah. Yeah. That is kind of freaky, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the woods talking to you.
Looks
It's
like a giant cat eye right here. Yeah. Look at that right there and right there.
that is crazy.
Yeah. I wonder if you noticed that. Sammy, if you haven't noticed and you watch this here and here, it looks like a wow, yeah, it is. Now I can't not see it.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's just
I'm
like
gonna be dreaming about that tonight.
two eyes. Look, dude, that is a perfect image. I love that.
Mhm. Yeah. And it's got a very it's got a painting kind of quality to it too.
Yeah.
You
Very
probably put some kind of texture or something on it, maybe.
Two groups. Look at you, man. You're
Yeah.
you're getting exclusive stuff.
Yeah. Tree of Misery. Dilly dilly.
You know what you beat me to it. I was trying to get that one out.
Oh man, I saw that commercial again today too.
It's a great commercial, isn't it? I see it like 5 times every weekend, man, and it's I love it.
Tree where the lost, tree of misery, tree of woe, tree where the lost souls go. One group, another Halloween exclusive.
Boy, he is giving you all the Halloween stuff, man. Look at that from your celebrity photographer.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that was really in the tree. What do you think? Probably.
I don't, man. I've seen scary trees like that.
that's a neat neat treatment of that image. That's pretty cool. Well done. And here's Jose. Got Laguna Beach again. Taken by the Treasure Island Resort. Ooh, colors in this are nice.
Very nice. Yep.
Yeah, and the
water's really cool.
The water, the shape right here, and yeah.
I wonder what that little tinge of red is up there. That little orangey red up there.
Up here.
Oh,
this.
Yeah.
Oh. I think it's.
I wonder if that's just from.
Maybe is that an effect from the processing, or was that just the way the light hit it?
Oh,
there's a little keyhole here. I didn't notice that. There's like a little keyhole in the rocks too.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's processing, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get the color banding in the sun coming through there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice photo. Like it.
Yeah. Yep. He likes that. That's it. At A7's a good camera. Good lenses. Put a good lens on it. Does a good job. It actually turned out to be a pretty good afternoon of shooting. That's nice framing. Looking out of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I always think Simmy's got such good places to go do photos.
Yeah, he lives in a good area, close by to a lot of neat. Nice
all you people with water are cheating, I swear.
Yep. And we got sunrise week of October 28th. So this is Monday or Tuesday, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, this was Tuesday. Tough photo to get, actually. I took a lot of risk taking this photo, but the sun was coming up.
Yeah, driving down the road, you got a truck ahead of you, truck merging. And
as you can,
and there's a familiar mountain. So yeah, it's getting later and later.
See, I don't know if you can tell, but everybody was hitting their brakes, so those trucks were stopped.
Oh yeah.
That's the part you can't tell in a still photograph is those trucks were still. So I'm trying to take and you know why they were stopped is because there was a truck on fire right up there. So yeah, there was a truck accident. Is the reason why everyone was stopped and the truck was on fire and someone was killed in that accident. So,
oh man, yeah,
you know, and here I am taking photos going into this thing. It's completely irresponsible. It was ridiculous. Yeah.
So this was yesterday's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday. You're getting into town here with sunrise now. Yeah.
It's just getting too late, you know?
Yeah. Sun's coming up too late.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. That.
It was getting too late, and then on Saturday, sometimes kind of 50-50 shot, but sometimes I'm running about 20 minutes early on Saturday anyway. So that's what was happening. It was a combination of both.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting to kind of watch your photos over the course of the year to see where you're at different times.
If you happen to come to Phoenix, though, in that photo on Saturday's photo, off to the right, you'll see that blue sign, and then off to the right, that is the Cancer Centers of America right there. Right. So
that's
that we have two of them here. So that's the one that would be on the far west side. So
yeah, okay,
really nice facility. So a lot of people come here for cancer treatment, and that's where you would go. One of them, at least. The one in Scottsdale is pretty big, but.
So is this at your favorite?
My usual
favorite rest stop? Yeah.
Yeah, my usual parking spot, the dirt lot. Really, it's just a big dirt lot. But
nice.
A little worried though, because also Saturday morning when I left this spot to get back on the road, there was a guy there putting up some construction cones. So I'm a little concerned that
I wonder if they're going to be working over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens when I go out when I come back Tuesday morning.
This is nice. I got some dust or clouds in the background and just a nice orange glow.
A typical, there's typically dust, lots of dust in the morning, and that it makes for driving into Phoenix look pretty ugly in the morning because it's just typically very, very dusty until it burns off.
Yeah. This is Friday morning.
Yeah. Another one of those super clear sky mornings, you know what I'm saying? So I'm shooting it a little earlier here just to get anything that.
Yeah. You got some nice colors right on the horizon.
Yeah.
And just kind of orange, yellows, and fades away to this mauve or whatever that is and into the blue.
That real nice, nuclear bomb kind of look. Yeah.
There we go. There it is. He caught it right as it was going off.
Yeah.
The latest test.
So as soon as it hits and you get that, split second delay and then the woof, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Korean sunrise.
Yeah, he's testing. He's keeping track of the North Korean nuke testing. So here we go. Okay, there's Michael. Catholic Church at Night, Netherlands.
Oh.
15-second exposure. She got some taillights and headlights going across the scene here.
It's a little crooked, huh? You could have straightened it.
Yep.
Yeah, the perspective is I don't know, maybe it was, if we would have straightened it, we would have lost some of the top of it, maybe. Yeah. 15-second exposure. F71.
71?
No, 7.1. Okay.
Oh.
That's like large format territory.
Yeah, I'm like, holy smokes, man. What camera is that? Yeah.
There's a 16 by 20 camera. I don't even know if they go up that high, Dennis. Do they? Even on like the extreme large format, like the 16 by 24, do they go to, the lenses go up to more than
F64s, but I don't know if they go much higher than that.
Yeah. I've done one shot at f64 just to see what it was like. I couldn't tell any difference.
No,
40 to 64, whatever that wasn't. I think regularly I tend to shoot like 22, something like that. 16 to 22 seems to be pretty common.
Yeah, I'd say that depth of field is going to be pretty good at f64.
Yeah, definitely. Well, good show, guys. Joe, next Sunday you should have your new phone, so that'll be your new photography equipment. That'll arrive, so you'll maybe have done a couple images with that.
It's a twofer.
Yeah,
you get credit when you buy it, and you get credit when it's delivered. So that's
right. Yep, you get two. And Dennis has got his new printer, which seems to work fine, so that's good. And I won't have. Hopefully, I get out. Looks like maybe Wednesday is the day I'm going to go. The weather looks like it's going to be decent, and the colors are still pretty good up in the mountains. So I'm going to maybe head up there Wednesday and get up and see if I can get some. Do a few sheets of film up there and see what we get. And then I might do a couple black and white too. Just depends. So
I have to say, Mark, this Estrella is actually a pretty darn good sessionable beer.
Okay. So is it just a lager? Like a Is it like the Spanish version of PPR or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little more of a hoppy, nice little European hop bite to it, but super sessionable. I mean, it would go with anything, as a lot of these kind of mass produced light lagers would.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. I got one of my one of those sour beers that one I drank on Friday. I'm gonna have one of those tonight, I think, and maybe another one of the coffee mole stouts. We'll see. Yeah, that's a big beer though.
I'll be crushing a lot of beers here in a second, man. I've been on a steady pace of beer, but hey Dennis, who you like, man? The Dodgers or the Astros
in the World Series?
I think I'll have to go with the Astros.
Oh my God. Oh.
Yep. I'm kind of rooting for the Astros too, Joe. So
you both are communists, I swear.
Yeah. It's a good series. It's been really good.
Oh my God, it's been a great series.
Yeah, which is the important thing. I mean, it's been definitely worthwhile watching, and from the TV network's perspective, the deeper it goes, the better.
And honestly, Dennis, are they covering the World Series at all over there, or?
I haven't seen anything myself, Joe. But
okay.
I expect I will.
Probably about as much as we get coverage of the cricket championships, I would think.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's done by Dulux, isn't it? It's the same as watching paint dry.
Yeah, baseball can be it's a slow moving game, but there's a lot going on. I mean,
the strategy in baseball is just insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
so much. Yeah. Well, it's like soccer. I mean, football.
I've never watched a cricket match.
You never have? Okay.
Me neither.
How about,
we've got something in common.
Soccer? Do you like soccer?
Oh yeah. I don't mind watching the football, but when it comes to cricket, I did work at Lord's Cricket Ground when I was a schoolboy. We used to go in after the match and sweep the stands down.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my complete cricket experience.
What would you say? Real quick, I don't want to hold Mark up, but what would you say is like maybe your 3 or 4 top sports? Big, major sports in the UK.
Well, I'd say football. They live for football over here.
Right. Yeah, football.
Yeah.
So football being number one, what would be maybe 2 others?
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing in this country is fishing. I think
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest sports, fishing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I've never been into golf really. You guys do golf? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Golf is, especially in Arizona. Oh my God. Yeah. Arizona is a baseball and golf town, really.
Yeah. All the spring training for baseball and then golf in the winter and spring. Yeah.
Yeah. It is a huge.
When I was younger, Mark, I used to do judo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was basically because my father was a 3rd Dan black belt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was the only kid in the school who couldn't cheek his dad,
Yeah, it'd take judo just to keep up. Yeah.
Yeah. It always paid to be polite to my father.
Put some judo maneuver on you and find yourself on the ground very quickly. Well, good. Well, Joe, you're going to watch, I guess, who's playing Sunday Night Football tonight? Who is it?
Not sure who's playing the night game, but they just showed a cut-in on the Seattle game. Seattle just scored another touchdown. It's 38-40, that game.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I haven't watched too much football today. I might have to watch. I'll probably watch Sunday Night Football, I think. Maybe. too.
Well, the Rams have a bye. So do the Cardinals because they played
Okay.
each other in London.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah, they
game
were
that
last
Dennis
week.
was at, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the game Dennis went to. Yeah, the football game.
That
American
one was
football
a
game.
Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so they're, you know, they were both off this week, but I just love the sport. You guys know that. I love sports, you know what I'm saying? American sports, I guess. But
Yeah. Are you short stadiums in America? Because there seems to be a lot of American football coming over here.
yeah,
I don't know. They've been making a push to try to get to spread the the reach of the NFL. So
Yeah.
they've been really pushing London hard, and I don't know, man. There's a lot of people over here that would just like be so happy if they stopped pushing London really hard and
Well,
just.
London was quite busy last year at Wembley with your American football. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's two stadiums, right? Because they played, I think, over there, and then at the one that the Rams played at, I forget what it was called.
what's the other big stadium there, Dennis, besides Wembley? What is it?
Wembley. They've got the Millennium Stadium, wasn't it? Which when Wembley was being rebuilt, they were using one in Wales, wasn't it?
Okay, all right. Yeah, it might be it. But yeah, I mean, all your football stadiums are perfectly fine for American football too. It's just feel different, and off we go. Yeah.
Actually, it's the grass is a lot longer, so we have a problem going over there. There's a lot of slipping and stuff like that because our spikes and our cleats aren't as big because our fields have much shorter grass here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, the grass.
I watched some of your American football matches, and there seems to be a lot of handball going on.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. More hand than football, right? Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of stupid, really. Yeah, because
you call it handball, really.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Because all we do is pass and run. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
I very rarely kick. Yeah,
exactly. As a matter of fact,
football's more rugby, Joe. You know?
Yeah, the more feet that are used in our football, the more pissed off we get because it's like, oh man, the game was all field goals. What you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
No, but our American football is closer to rugby than.
Yeah,
it actually is.
I'd say it's more rugby with Darth Vader. You wear Darth Vader suits, you know, sort of.
It actually, you know, I think that stadium that they played in last week was actually a rugby stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. American football is much closer to rugby than soccer. That's for sure.
It actually is, yeah. Definitely.
Even though they're both called football, but yeah.
Right.
Rugby.
It's strange the way it is because the whole of Europe is like football crazy as well. It's not so much American football.
No.
Right.
Well, they like rugby, so maybe that's what they're appealing to is American football is rugby with Darth Vader suits, like you said.
Yeah. Right. With armor. Yeah.
I mean, I can see why you need those shoulder pads and your crash helmets and that because it's quite violent. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, there's a push by some people to get rid of that stuff here because then it would be a safer game. Like you wouldn't have all these head-on collisions. Yeah.
So you'd still have a lot of injuries, but it wouldn't be like the concussions and all that stuff that you get with the helmets.
Yeah, I played rugby when I was in school because one of the games teachers was mad on rugby, so we all had to do it. But it was quite violent because there was plenty of fisticuffs in the scrum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's I cut my professional football career short. You know, people didn't. I was too threatening on the field, so I had to stop for the health of the other players. I mean, I just that was very right. Okay, guys, have a great week. Have another week of Sundays, Dennis. Joe, enjoy football. Hopefully, we'll see you on Tuesday, and enjoy that iPhone when it shows up in a few days too.
Oh man, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully.
Joe's dreaming about it, Dennis. So I'm sure we'll get a full review next Sunday.
Oh, iPhone. Oh yeah, my iPhone. Oh.
See you guys.
See you guys.
All right, man.
Bye.
Peace out.